Most people think improving a credit score takes years. Slow payments, tiny increases, endless waiting. That's not true. There is a fast way to increase your credit score, completely legal, and it has nothing to do with earning more money, closing accounts, or waiting around. In fact, the credit system itself rewards people who understand this trick. Today, I'll show you what actually moves your score fast, what barely moves it at all, and the exact steps people use to gain 3,100 plus points in weeks. Let's break the system by following its rules perfectly. Part 1. Why most advice is slow. You've heard the usual tips. Pay on time. Be patient. Don't use too much credit. All true. All painfully slow. Why? Because payment history builds over time. You can't speed up yesterday. And income? Your credit score doesn't care how rich you are. The score is not measuring success. It's measuring risk behavior statistically. So if you want speed, you must target the parts of the formula that update immediately. That's the key. Part 2. What actually moves a score fast? Credit scores are calculated using 5 main factors, but only one of them updates instantly: credit utilization. That's how much of your available credit you're using right now. If you have a $10,000 credit limit and you're using $5,000, your utilization is 50%. And here's the brutal truth. Anything above 30% looks risky. Above 50% looks dangerous. Above 70% screams financial distress. The system punishes that hard, but it also rewards fixing it fast. Part 3. The fastest legal move? The fastest way to increase your credit score is simple. Lower your utilization without closing accounts. That's it. And there are 3 legal ways to do this immediately. 1. Pay down balances, strategically. Not pay everything off. Pay cards down to below 30% utilization, ideally below 10%. Example, card limit, $1,000. Balance, $800. Pay it down to $90, $100. This single move can trigger a double-digit score jump the next time the issuer reports. Which brings us to timing. 2. Use the reporting window. Credit cards report balances on statement closing date, not payment due date, if you pay before the statement closes. The bureaus see a lower balance, even if you spend again later. This is how people hack utilization legally. They pay early, let it report low, then use the card again. 3. Increase limits without new debt. Requesting a credit limit increase lowers utilization instantly. Often doesn't require a hard inquiry. Same balance, higher limit, lower risk profile. The system likes that. Part 4. The authorized user boost. This is the most misunderstood and powerful move. Becoming an authorized user. If someone has an old credit card, perfect payment history, low utilization, and adds you as an authorized user, that account can appear on your report with its full history, as if you were there all along. This can aid your credit overnight. You don't need the card. You don't need to spend. You just need the history. This is 100% legal and widely used by professionals. Part 5. What not to do. If speed is your goal, avoid these mistakes. Closing old cards. Maxing out just one card. Opening multiple new accounts at once. Carrying balances to build history. Interest does not build credit. Utilization does. The system rewards unused access, not debt. Part 6. How fast can this really work? Realistically, if your score is being held down by utilization, 20-40 points in one reporting cycle. 6,100 points in 30-60 days, in some cases. Nothing shady, nothing fake, nothing illegal. Just math, timing, and understanding the rules. Credit bureaus like Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion don't reward effort. They reward patterns. Part 7. The real game. Here's the mindset shift. A credit score is not a morality test. It's a risk snapshot. And risk can change quickly. The people with the best scores aren't debt slaves. They're people who understand how the snapshot is taken. If this helped you see credit differently, subscribe. Because the system isn't broken, it's just not explained. And once you understand the rules, you stop fighting it and start winning.